There are no sadder words that truly capture what it means to live than, if only. In a world with so many choices and so little time to choose, it only makes sense that people are plagued with regret. Sometimes, for certain individuals, the regret is even more severe, having made choices that influenced others in their own lives, and sometimes made them even worse. Even with video games, with their confined algorithms, there can only be moments of regret for the player, but this problem is circumvented by just playing it again. This circumvention of long-lasting regret is subtly encapsulated in missed messages. While Missed Messages is a short game, it sticks with you long after playing it. Despite having a pleasant atmosphere and soundtrack, this is a game about how the smallest choices may help or harm others in the context of mental illness. How choosing to begrudgingly do your homework or go out on a date instead of checking in on your reclusive roommate could result in a regrettable ending. This at first is characteristic of any game with choices, but what Missed Messages does differently is how the bad endings coalesce into the narrative, causing a recursive relationship of failure, a desire for a better outcome, and incentivizing the player to think of the best possible combination to achieve the desired ending. From a meta perspective, the player is almost ruminating on what they should have done during the first playthrough, reliving the experience over and over again until they are satisfied. But in the context of Missed Messages, a game that realistically depicts the symptoms and effects of clinical depression, your choices are confined solely to what the game provides for you. While it can be inferred that this is simply the mechanics of the game, one should take note of how each choice is not in the good or bad paradigm that we are all too familiar with. These choices are flawed, more intimate and human, and portray how flawed our character really is and how in over their head they would be dealing with something as complicated and serious as clinical depression. With that being said, one can only imagine what someone who has lost someone to suicide is going through. All of their mental playthroughs as to what happened, and what could have been and what should have been done. The endless regret they would feel, how tortured they must be. Missed Messages portrays the struggle with the mechanics and thematic elements to its story. It is even in its title, Missed Messages, which is about all of the little messages that we miss. The messages that we say, the ones that we do not say, the ones that we conceal, and the ones that we exhibit. Nothing is as it seems, and all that must be done and all that should be done is to reach out and ask the simple message of, are you okay? If it is someone you know, you must not let that message be missed. You must not live in the world of if only. Your life is too short and too valuable. There are many missed messages in this world. If only we began to pay attention. If only we began to read these messages, and if only we intervened. Maybe all we could do is hope to end up with the right regrets. If only.